How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a good day today. Today's going to be part 3 of the longboard restoration series and the final part, where I show you how I took an old cheap longboard and I turned it into something that looks like this. If you're new to this channel, I like to post a few more art projects like this, some more time-lapse stuff, as well as tips on buying and selling. Because the biggest part of a project is being able to start it, and you can't start a project if you can't afford it. So I'm hoping I can help you guys out with that. Also, I know you've heard it a million times, but liking, commenting, subscribing, all the YouTube stuff down below helps a ton. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the video. At this stage in the creation process, there honestly isn't all that much to elaborate on. I've outlined both of the fish, and right now I'm just sort of playing with the colors. I find the process of painting involves going over things that you've done before with new colors, mixing them a little bit, and just letting the layers build up. After it's been outlined, for me, it really just becomes about finding the fish within the piece itself. I don't have a grand plan for how it's going to turn out. I'm just mixing different colors, laying them on top of each other, and seeing how they make me feel, seeing how it looks. What I'm doing now is using more of the acrylic pouring technique I talked about in the last video. I'm mixing the paints with what's called pouring medium, so that way they become a little more liquid, and when you mix them together and hit it with a blowtorch, even if you don't, it'll still show up with really cool patterns. You see I'm testing it out right now. I wanted to do this technique for the highlights in some of the spots on the koi fish. I thought it looked pretty cool. If you want to try this technique at home, I recommend practicing a few times just because the results are going to be heavily dependent on how you mix the paints. And if you're going for a specific look, you're going to want to feel out the proper ratio between pouring medium and paint itself. I found slightly less than 50% pouring medium worked for what I wanted, but of course you can always add more, always add less, depending on the type of paint you're using and how you want it to turn out. Now that the board is fully painted, I'm applying a clear grip tape layer to the top. I chose this method because I wanted something that would allow the wood finish underneath to show through, but I didn't want to go on just bare wood because personally I don't find that to be enough grip when I'm skateboarding. The process of applying the clear grip tape essentially involves spraying down a little bit of the base layer. I'm not sure what kind of material it's made out of, but it's some epoxy. And then you sprinkle on glass shards that look just like salt, and then you put one final layer of epoxy on top. The spray bottle I had wasn't working properly, so I had used some paper towel to even out the process, but it's not too difficult, and I personally think it has really great results. It's much easier than trying to cut grip tape if you want to do like a fancy pattern or something, and it makes it look pretty unique. And this is the completed longboard. I touched up the paint a little bit more off camera, and I didn't record when I spray painted the trucks. The covering on the trucks is actually truck bed liner. I figured it'd be durable and it covers up some of the scratches. I really appreciate you making it through this far in the video. If you haven't subscribed, you can do that down below. Drop a like or a comment if you want to help the channel out. Thanks. Have a good one.